Welcome to the set of six, where we shine a light on the good, the new and the noteworthy of rugby league outside the traditional Heartlands. We've got 6 stories for you today, including our little reaction to the Challenge Cup draw, which has just happened. We've just heard that, some exciting stuff to talk about there. What else we got? We've got Midland's Nines Festival update. Of course we have. We're going to be pumping them out quite a bit over the next few months. Some good ripples coming from that. And also some other news from around the region and further afield. So, Carl, do you want to kick us off? Tackle 1, what we got?
Tackle 1, Sherwood Wolf Hunt have announced their anniversary dinner, which is going to take place on the 20th of April 2024. So Wolfhunt celebrated 10 years. The event's going to be hosted at Debdale Park. We're looking to maybe have a guest speaker on. Traditional rugby league lunch, pie and peas, of course. And they're asking all sort of ex-players, anyone who's been associated with the club to come down and celebrate what has been a great 10 years for Sherwood Wolf Hunt. Yeah,
that's been a great 10 years. That's not what I want to kind of ask a question on, though. Carl, so you have your pie and peas.
Yeah, right, yeah.
What is your go-to condiment on your pie and peas?
Mint sauce.
It's got to be mint sauce, hasn't it? It's got to be mint sauce.
I think that's what you asked.
Well, no, because some people put like Tommy ketchup on there, brown sauce. Anyway, straight into the question for this week. What's your go-to condiment on your pie and peas? And don't even tell me you don't like pie and peas, because I know you're freaking lying. Brilliant. Okay, good luck, Sherwood Wolf Hunt. I think we're going, Carl, are we? We're going to be there.
Invited him. He's a week before the Midlands now, so we're probably going to be very busy, but I hope we can make it.
Yeah, love to go. Okay, so on to tackle 2.
Right, the Challenge Cup draws just taken place. We've just listened to it on the radio. Are we going to comment on how it went on the radio?
Let's just say it was very rugby league. Yeah, I don't know if anyone listened to it, but it was a bit of I don't want to say shambles, because they did get the job done, but by God, it was they definitely went around the houses trying to get it done, pulling out. Well, I think they pulled out the right numbers. It was just they read the wrong name, and then instead of the
clock face minus told that versus Ashton Bears.
But instead of the guy like pulling out the balls, sort of correcting the commentator, he just let it roll. You know what I mean? It's like that. He should have been like, no, wrong name. Because afterwards he said, no, I saw you read out the wrong name, and I just left you to it. You're like, it's the fucking cup, you dickhead. Anyway, so some interesting draws, Carl. So out of the clubs that we would sort of say follow or talk about on this channel, what stands out to you? What excites you?
I think the one that everybody was looking out for was South Wales Jets. It's their first appearance in the Challenge Cup. They have drawn Stanley from Huddersfield, so that's a very tough draw for them. It is at home, which is an advantage. South Wales Jets, very new team. Only been going around a couple of years. I think it was created during the sort of COVID era, so they're only a couple of years old. So that was the big draw. I think everybody was looking out for. And sort of closer to home for me, I was really interested to see who Medway Dragons played, because they obviously I played against them. They won the Harry Jepson Trophy, so I was really interested to see who they've drawn a local rival. They've drawn Hammersmith Hills Hoist.
From here on in, will be called Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H, yeah, sounds so much better, doesn't it?
Well, it's just easier it doesn't, roll off my northern tongue, but so carry on. Sorry.
So that's an old southern tie. A great draw for both of them, to be honest with you. I imagine they're going to get a real good crowd down for that one. It's at Hammersmith as well, so
are you going to call it, Carl? I mean, what?
Look, Medway was a tier below Hammersmith. Hammersmith are the Southern Conference League champions. I watched them play that final, and they were very good. But their side does change from year to year. Because they have a lot of expats coming over, so it'd be interesting, really interesting tie that one is.
Oh, good luck Medway, and good luck Triple H.
I suppose the other one we'd be looking at for West Warriors. They went on that great cup run last year. I can't remember what round they made it to. They were eventually knocked out by Widnes Vikings. They've drawn Newsom Panthers, so another team in the Heartlands. And then the other big fixture is the Air Force versus the Navy. Yeah, yeah. Be a rumble in the jungle.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, well, it'll be a rumble in Lincolnshire.
Yeah. Well,
So, but yeah, it'd be a great game. That, you know, both quite formidable teams on the day. You know, with lots of young, fit, strong players. So yeah, it'd be really interesting. And Carl, you know, I'm serious this week because I've got my glasses on. I forgot I had them on. I couldn't freaking see the camera. But anyway, tackle 3.
Midland's 9 sponsorship packages open this week. Check out the website midlands9s.com. Yeah, we're officially opening sponsorship packages for the tournament. It's gaining national press. Is the Midlands Nines now, so you know it's a really great time to get involved with the tournament whilst we continue to promote it up until the it takes place, really.
Yeah, there's a number of packages. Actually, like sponsorship it seems to be the in thing in rugby league at the minute. You know, every club is chasing sponsorship right now, and you know, the Midlands Nines is exactly the same. I must say that, you know, if you've seen the Serious About Rugby League Facebook page and their post that they put out, they shared the press conference, the press release. I think we need to get a fireworks sponsor because their expectations of our fucking post or pre-match entertainment is massive, judging by the picture.
Yeah, they put the Commonwealth game.
Is that what it was?
The 65,000 people there. It's going to be a big event, don't get me wrong. It might not be quite as big as that, though.
It might be about 60 odd times smaller. But anyway, no, we have got a few packages there. You know, and Carl and I obviously want to work really hard to give these businesses, organisations, whatever, lots of exposure, whether it's on the Set of Six, the main podcast, press releases. You know, we've got direct sort of media links into the RFL now, which I think is safe to say, you know, and we're going to be pumping out updates every week. We have got another update to come later in this week. We're going to talk about the main stage, you know, what the entertainment's going to be on, and some of the evening entertainment. Anything to kind of hint at there, Carl?
No. No, all I want to say is we've heavily invested in the entertainment side. It's not, you know, that's going to be a big part of the day. Yeah, we'll make that sort of announcement this week.
You can obviously cut this out if you don't want to share it, but is it exciting to say that this freaking stage takes a day to set up?
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, there's the team are going to be coming the night before to set the stage up. Yeah, so it's no small little caravan rocking up. It's fair to say we have heavily invested in it ourselves as well. And the more sponsorship packages that we can bring in, it will only make the day better for the teams that are attending and the people that are coming to watch the music and everything like that.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate, you know, like what we're aiming to achieve with this tournament and what people can get involved in. You know, we have had lots of messages, lots of interest from clubs, not just in the Midlands. You know, this isn't just about the Midlands. We want this to bring people and showcase the Midlands from the rugby league world. And we've had messages from down south, up in Scotland, across in Ireland, Wales, you know, literally all over the place. In Devon, yeah. So, you know, hopefully we're going to have a big convergence of teams from all over the Four Nations and maybe even further afield, you know. So, you know, it's going to be big. Okay, so happy with that, Carl? On to tackle 4.
Yeah, tackle 4. So great value season tickets available all over the place at the minute. I'll focus really on League One. Because there's quite a few teams outside what we would call our traditional Heartlands and our sort of core listeners, I would say. So I've sort of just done a bit of a roundup of season tickets that are going on in Cornwall, Midlands, Newcastle we're still waiting on. But great news that Newcastle are now included in the League One fixtures, so it looks like they're here to stay. I know I think it's actually tonight, the night of recording, there is another members sort of update going on at Newcastle, so it's great that I don't think they've been fully included in it yet, but the fact that their fixtures are included in the season, it's all going in the right direction. Cornwall, Midlands, North Wales Crusaders. So I've got the sort of prices here. So the North Wales Crusaders, they've gone about it a little bit different this year. where they're not necessarily offering a standard season ticket, but more a membership, and they've got a few different packages available. I think the Crusaders last year, I think they had like a fans committee or fans forum, and I think the fans voted for this system. This is what they actually put to the board, saying, you know, this is what we want to do. Rather than have season tickets, we're going to have a membership package this year. So there's sort of 3 different packages. They've got the Crusader package, which costs you £3 a week. You don't actually get all your games included in that, but you do get 10% off home matches, 10% off merchandise. You also get like newsletters from the boardroom and things like that. Or if you go for the Crusader Plus, which I imagine is probably going to be the most popular package, that'll cost you £5 a week. And you not only do you get tickets to all the games, but you also get a vote on non-rugby league actions that are happening amongst the clubs. So it's sort of...
So you're a genuine member, of the club, with the say.
You get a vote on what you want to, how you want the club to go forward, really.
I mean, that's quite a brave, it's a brave move for the club, but also speaks volumes about their fan base and how they view their fan base and what they want to do. You know what I mean? They're not just a club that's kind of dominated by one personality or a couple of personalities or even a board of personalities. They really are throwing it open to the fans. I like it.
Yeah, so £5 a month is a Crusader Plus. They've got...
And is that paid? Sorry, to interrupt. Is it direct debit or paid in a one?
I think it's pretty much direct debit. It's a monthly payment that just comes out. Like I say, you're not just... Obviously, with that, you get your tickets to the games as well. And then they've got a premium membership, which you get a few extras with a premium membership, like you get entry to the end of season awards. You also get the 1895 Cup games included with that. So they've got a few different levels for different budgets. They have also included, if anybody does want to, they don't really want to be paying monthly, they have included a one-off payment if people just want to get involved that way. Onto the Hurricanes, then the Hurricanes announced their Storm card.
Sorry, Carl, how can people go about it if they're...
You can register on the Crusaders website, process it through there and you take it away, off you go. Right, okay, Midlands Storm cards were announced today. They're going to be in the main stadium this year, so their season tickets are priced at £130 for adults, and kids are free if you sign up to the Storm Chasers package, which I think is further details to come on that. Again, it's really good value. You get all your home fixtures including that. You also get all the friendlies, and then you also get the 1895 Cup included in that. So if you work it out, it's good value at the end of the day. And they're going to be at the Alexander Stadium, in the main stadium. Really great pricing, and I hope people get down and support it.
So same again. How would people? I take it it's just the Midlands Hurricanes website, and then you can just sign up there, can you? So they've also introducing an e-ticketing sort of. There's going to be a Hurricanes app. They've signed up with a ticketing partner, so it's going to be proper digital wallet this time. So you sign up on the website. You'll get I think it's like QR code. So they're going on modern. You better just clock in at the stadium. I think you also get access to, there's a few other bits you get included with that, with a season ticket as well. Like you get some premium seating as well and things like that, plus access to the players' bar after the game and bits and bobs. And then moving on to Cornwall, which is really great pricing down at Cornwall. Season ticket for adults, £49. Cornwall got great crowds last year, and the really sort of the members are benefiting from it, really. I think that they're keeping the prices low and aiming to get as many people through the doors as possible in a bid to just keep growing rugby league in Cornwall. So yeah, £49, great value. It doesn't include the 1895. It doesn't include friendlies, but even so, that's great value for money. Yeah, I mean, if you get 10 games out of it, it's £4.90 a game or whatever. It's
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Value. You're at great value for professional rugby league.
Brilliant. Okay, any more on that one, Carl?
No, just that I think all packages that the clubs are offering are certainly great value for money. If you want to go watch rugby league outside the traditional heartlands, you can go do it on great budget.
Just kind of a word on that. Obviously, Christmas is coming up. If you want to get yourself a gift, speak to your family or whatever. Some packages from clubs outside the heartlands, and just to kind of reiterate the power of a season ticket. You might just think, all right, it's payment, I get a season ticket, go to the games and everything. It's almost guaranteed cash for the club, so when they're making decisions about the future and all that kind of stuff, they know, you know what I mean? It just gives them a bit of stability. Whereas if you just got people turning up on the gate, paying as you go, they don't really know how many people are coming. And if the weather's crap, or God forbid we have a lockdown or something like that, you know what I mean? It just helps stabilise your club a bit. So I really do encourage you to get behind these season tickets. And, quite often we talk a lot about the fact that there's not a great deal of money in rugby league, and there's not a lot of stability in some of these clubs, but we can play a small part in that, so get behind your club and becoming a member. I mean, just to be able to say you're a member of your local club, I think there's a lot of value just in that, and being and playing a part in its development is massive. So yeah, good news that. Carl, on to tackle 5.
Jarrod Sammut is on the move. The Maverick halfback, one of my all-time favourite players.
I remember you speaking about Jarrod Sammut. We did a little bit of a discussion, didn't we, about Maverick halfbacks, and he was your favourite. I think you've just got a little bit of a, you know what I mean? You follow him, don't you?
Yeah. I have. Obviously, it was at Bradford, and sometimes it made you tear your hair out and have an absolute shock. And then other games, he'd win the match for you on his own. I saw one of the tries Barrow scored this last year. He practically scored it himself, like from a kick-off. I would ask you a question. Can you name? I've got to try and remember it myself. Can you name the 9 UK clubs that he's played for? I think it's 9. I'll tell you where he started. He started at North Wales Crusaders. Brian Noble brought him over from Blackbrook, New South Wales. So North Wales Crusaders was his first team. Then
he went from there to Bradford?
Yeah, to Bradford, yeah.
With Brian Noble, I take it? Or Brian took him across there?
I can't remember. It was Bradford at that time. A few years at Bradford.
I don't know. I can't remember which Super League team he was at.
Wigan.
Was it Wigan, was he?
Yeah, played Wigan later. Yeah. Right, so we got Bradford, Crusaders, Wigan. He was at Featherstone, definitely. He was at Wakefield.
And yeah, I thought I had an inkling he was at Wake.
And at Barrow, Lee. I think it was at Lee. I'm missing one.
So is this another one of them questions where you don't really know the answer?
Yeah, well, I've nearly got there.
We're good at this, aren't we?
Nearly got there.
The amount of golden point questions, it's like that. What's your question? This. Do you know the answer? No.
And you can't forget London Broncos.
Oh, of course, yeah.
The famous win in Toronto.
Yeah.
Where everybody thought Toronto were going to win the £1 million game and get promoted to Super League, and Mr. Sammut and the Broncos turned up and had different ideas.
So at the minute then, it's a bit of speculation of where he's going to end up.
Right. Look, judging by his age, what he's getting on now, he's 38, 39, something like that. I would have thought he's probably going to land at a League One club. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he lands.
In which case, could be anywhere. It could be here in the Midlands. It could be, North Wales. It could,
Cornwall just announced the player today, and that's where I thought it was going, because they announced that they signed a Maltese international, but it wasn't Jarrod. So we'll
a bit of gossip in it, bit of news.
We'll follow that story and see where it comes. And
second question of the week, obviously, unless news breaks in the next couple of days, where do you think he's going to go? Or let's flip that. Where do you think he should go? And he could fit in to a team like that. You know what I mean? He's very, a maverick halfback. Who needs a maverick halfback, perhaps to complement a very, structured, systematic halfback?
He tends to go to teams you wouldn't expect him to land at. A team that you wouldn't, that he's going to sort of pull forward.
Well, am I surmising there that it's teams that will take a chance?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people just go, look, you know, it is a risk. And as players get older, the risk perhaps goes up a little bit. But, you know, like you say, it can turn a game on its head. So, you know, teams that are just like, you know, let's take a punt on this. So
yeah, I'm Jarrod Sammut. If you are watching, just tag us in and we'll let us know because we can get an exclusive about it.
Okay, on to tackle 6.
Tackle 6 is very simple. There's a number of clubs out there looking for sponsorship for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Came across 2 this week. Timebridge Trojans down in Devon are looking for sponsorship to fund their new strip for 2024 and 2025. So if you're down that part of the world and you want to help a community club, you know, they're in need of a new playing strip, so you get involved with them. And the other one is Cardiff Demons, who play in the Super League South, the Women's Super League South. Yeah. They're also looking for sponsorship packages, and they've had some success. They had a great Challenge Cup run. Putting one of the most successful Southern teams, women's Southern teams, you've got to say, really starting to challenge the Northern teams now. They had a good run in the Challenge Cup last year. And great, we went to watch the Wales side. The 20 odd of those players were the Welsh players, came from Cardiff Demons. So, yeah. And they had 3 internationals in the Greek side as well. So that, you know, Cardiff Demons are doing great things for women's rugby league, and they're looking for sponsorship as well. So get involved in Free in Wales. You know, get involved can really help a club that is thriving at the minute.
Brilliant. Okay, any little afterburners, Carl? We not kind of mentioned hot off the press.
The Rugby League Outsiders store is now live.
The store. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the store. Yeah, yeah.
People have been asking for it. Yeah.
So, you know, we've had a few people. Not loads, but we've had a few people that have messaged sort of looking for Rugby League Outsiders merchandise and stash. Now, we have partnered with VX3, who do lots of Rugby League kits and that kind of stuff, and they've put together a store. Now, we have very little control over the store, but obviously we do kind of, you know, Carl does control the branding and that kind of stuff. So the stuff is really, I mean, I've got a ton of stuff on there on my Christmas list for my family to, you know, to get. There's just some great products on there.
So if you search VX3 Rugby League Outsiders, it'll come up on Google, and you can follow it on from there. There's polo shirts, t-shirts, technical tops.
Hoodies are smart.
The gilets on there, or gilets.
Gilet.
Padded jackets, yeah, there's a whole load of stuff on there, so yeah.
Well, we'll put a link in the main navigation of the Rugby League Outsiders website as well, pointing to the store, so check it out. You know, and when we talk, I'm just going to throw it, I've not really spoke to Carl about this a lot. He always gets a little bit tweaky in the pants when I start getting all renegade like this, but supporting this channel, supporting this podcast, you know, we want to make a difference in rugby league outside the Heartlands. If this channel, this show, whatever, starts generating funds and sponsorship and brand deals and that kind of stuff, we want to put a percentage of that back into the clubs. You know, when people talking about, you know, I need a new strip, I need this, I need that, you know, I need to train up some coaches or whatever, you know, that is something that we actively want to get involved in, because, you know, without all that kind of stuff, we don't have this great sport in other parts of the UK. So what I'm saying is buy the freaking t-shirts, you know, and keep watching, sharing, liking, subscribing, all that malarkey. Because the more of that we get, the more we're going to do. You know, we've already committed to 2 shows a week next season. You know, one of them is going to be this live news show like this. In fact, it's going to be a little bit different to this, but you probably won't notice a difference too much, other than you'll be able to interact with us live, which could be an absolute, you know, it could be a disaster, it could be brilliant. And the other one will be the standard podcast, where we're interviewing people and getting their stories, and people are sharing their news firsthand.
I think now's probably a time to say I am now starting to take bookings for season 2, so if there is clubs out there that want to come on and be part of the show, just drop us a message on Twitter, Facebook, all the usual channels.
I don't think we've ever really spoke about how people get their news onto the Set 6, Carl. Is it worth...
Well, it's a bit of both. I get some people contacting me wanting to push stories on, and if they do, I'll get it out there. And other bits is me going out and looking for it. But yeah, if you've got a story to tell or something to plug, get in touch with us and we'll get it on here. That's what it's all about. It's all about spreading the word, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously there's no guarantee with that. You know, just because you drop us a tweet or whatever, it doesn't mean you're going to get on the show. But we will, if it fits within the Set of 6, you know, and it gives... We want a bit of diversity on what we talk about, then, you know, then we'll definitely get it going. If nothing else, we'll just share it across our socials, which are growing all the time, considering that, you know, Rugby League is off-season right now. You know, stuff is still growing. So... you know, and I think the Nines competition next year will have a massive influx of followers and a greater audience. And then to finish on, Carl.
Penrith Panthers are coming over to play with...
Fucking, this is like a set of 8 again, isn't it? This is like general just chit-chat.
Right, I'm going to put it out there then.
Yeah.
Season 1.
Yeah.
St Helens v Penrith. We both sat there and we went, yeah, we're supporting St Helens.
Yeah, yeah. And Graham...
Yeah, and Graham sat on his sofa and he couldn't do it being a Wigan lad. Well, he's all right this time. But are you going to be supporting Wigan this time around?
Well, I've not really thought about it, but I mean, I do want the British team to win. You know what I mean? So...
wearing red and white.
Well, the thing is, I really got behind Wigan back end of last year because... They just became unstoppable. You know what I mean? And if anything, if these new signings are freaking playing this year, you know, they're going to trouble any team throughout the world. So, yeah, I think I'll be backing the British team.
Yeah.
I refuse to say I'll be supporting Wigan. What about you?
I'm going to be careful how I say because I don't want this being politically but I will be back in the British team also. I have also got a newfound respect for Harry Smith, actually, since we...
Harry Smith was brilliant.
We spoke to him after the England game. Yeah, maybe it'd just be great to rub it in the Aussies' noses a little bit if the British teams can manage to win 2 World Cup challenges on the bounce. They did take it very well last time, so I don't think it's going to be easy. But it's a Wigan, so you know they've got a chance.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much for listening. Lots going on in the world of rugby league, as you know, in the Heartlands as well as outside the Heartlands, as our stories portray. So until the next time, take care. That's the final whistle for this week's episode of the Rugby League Outsiders. We hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow us on social media and share this podcast with your friends. And as always, if you have a story to tell, a club to plug, or a player that deserves recognition, we want to hear from you. So until next time on the Rugby League Outsiders, take care.